Hi everybody, welcome to Arma 2. Whoa, hey, what are you doing? Let me show you something pretty amazing. So, you might well recognise this place, sort of. This definitely looks like Chernarus, doesn't it? Well, it is Chernarus, but it's Arma 2 Chernarus. And, oh dear me, what have we got down there? An awful lot of zombies who are coming towards us. But the beauty of Arma 2 and setting up Arma 2 scenarios like this is that it's not just you and your buddies versus a load of zombies. You can have some very, very good AI teammates. There we go, he's just reloading his machine gun. And we could even have things like aircraft, helicopters and tanks to help us in our battle against the undead, or the infected as they are. Okay, so let's just pause that. So, what I'm going to show you in this video is which version of Arma you should probably buy if you want to have a crack at this, and how you kind of get everything started. And I highly, highly recommend this. If you've got a PC and you enjoy DayZ, and you want to have a crack at Arma, but maybe Arma 3's put you off, maybe because it doesn't run very well on your computer, which is my case. I'd highly recommend you doing this with Arma 2, because Arma 2, because it's so old, it runs pretty well even on my Shadow Cloud gaming PC. It is also the home of DayZ. This is where DayZ came from. DayZ originally was a mod for Arma 2. Chernarus started with Arma 2. You know, that's why we have this amazing landscape that you can see around us. Now, it's not the same Chernarus as we have in DayZ, or DayZ standalone, as people who remember DayZ mod will tell you. You know, it's much bigger than the new Chernarus we have. You know, it looks better and there's more to it. But this is definitely Chernarus. It feels like Chernarus. Yet you can set up these scenarios where you can have these amazing battles with the undead or the infected. You can actually choose. Now, what I'm not doing here is I'm not showing you how to install the DayZ mod. I have done a video about that previously, because I don't think that's a great idea. If you want to play DayZ, play DayZ. But if you want a more military version of DayZ, kind of, this is what would have happened when the infections broke out, sort of before DayZ happened. This would be it. But let me stop waffling away and let's come out of here. And the core of this is the mission editor. You know, the very famous mission editor called Eden in Arma 3. But even before that, let's come out of that, and let's kind of get all the way back to here, and let's exit. Right. Okay. So, what version of Arma should you buy? Well, I'm pretty sure that the one you want to buy, when it's in the sale, or if you get a key for it cheap, is Arma X, the anniversary edition of Arma. Because what this includes is Arma 2, and very importantly, Arma 2 Operation Arrowhead. So, in the life cycle of Arma 2, you originally had Arma 2, and Arma 2 Operation Arrowhead expanded the game and brought in some new mechanics as well. And if you do fancy playing the DayZ mod, Arma 2 Operation Arrowhead is the version you would need. Also, this package includes the Army of the Czech Republic, the British Armed Forces, the Private Military Company DLC. So you're getting everything to do with Arma 2, apart from the DayZ mod. You don't get that. But as I said, I don't really think the DayZ mod is brilliant to play these days. You might as well play DayZ. It also includes the original versions of Arma, so you've got Arma Cold War Assault and Arma Gold Edition. Now, at the moment, it's not on sale in Steam, so it's $29.99. But when it does go on sale, it goes very, very, very cheap, and is definitely worth buying. Now, if you were to just buy Arma 2, that does get you Chernarus. So Chernarus is part of that. So, but buy Arma X, the anniversary edition, so you get all of Arma 2 and the original Arma. And then you want to download that and you want to install it. And then the other thing you want to do is you want to get hold of the Arma 2 Undead mod. And I'll put links to all of this in the description below the video. And you just go to this website, mobdb.com, and you click on the Download Now button. And then what you do is, once you've downloaded it, and it'll probably be in your downloads folder, somewhere like that. Unzip it, and then you want to go to where your Arma 2 program file would be, and you want to copy it there. So generally it will be somewhere like program files x86, Steam, Steam apps, common, and then it'll be there. So on my PC, for example, it's on the D drive. So I go to Steam library, Steam apps, common, and there's Arma 2. And all you do is you just paste the Undead mod into that folder there. So at the Undead mod. Now you'll notice that I've posted it in the Arma 2 folder. That's important because if we go up one, we've got Arma 2, we've got Arma 2 Operation Arrowhead. Now because Arma 2, that's the one with Chernarus, that's where I put the mod. Then you also need to add into Steam. You go to Steam, you go to Arma 2, you right click it, go to Properties, and you underneath the launch options, you write that. So -mod equals, and then it's the name of the mod at the _undead_ mod. And that's telling the game to launch that mod that is in the root directory of the game. So if you wanted to use the Undead mod, for example, with Operation Arrowhead, you would copy that mod to inside that folder too, and you would add that launch option to the launch option text to the launch option bit there. And what I'll do is I'll put that in the description below the video as well, so you can just copy and paste it. Now, once you've done that, if you fire up Arma 2 again, what you'll find is... See, the other beauty with Arma 2 is it just loads so much faster than Arma 3 does. When Arma 3 does, you might as well start it, go and make a cup of tea and come back. So I really, really like this game. Honestly, it's so easy to work with. 2010, look at that, wow. So when it loads up, and it doesn't take too long, we just go single player, and we want to go into the editor, and we want Chernarus, obviously. Say continue. And it will load up. So even this is so much faster than Arma 3. I guess it's using a lot less memory, is it? And the program's much smaller. Dum. Here we go. So this is Chernarus. It'll all seem very familiar. Lots of bits missing. But let's say we wanted to do some sort of battle. I don't know. Let's go to the northeast airfield. Now, the first thing we want to do is we want to put down a module. Now, I'm not going to go completely into how you create scenarios. All we're doing in this video is just showing you how to create a simple scene that you can then jump into and have a bit of fun with. So we want the module first. So you just click somewhere to the left of where you want to do it, double click. And the effect we want, if we scroll down, is we want to have the undead zombies. Now, undead infected run very, very fast. You like from 28 days later, so you don't want them. You want the undead zombies. They move fairly quickly, and just click that and say OK. And that's just a module that says in this particular scenario, these zombies are going to be here and they're going to work. Then what we're going to do is we're going to put some zombies in the middle of the airfield. Now we could put zombies individually. So if we click on units here on the right side, then double click. If we go to where it says side here and go independent, faction, again we want zombies, not infected. And then what you can do is you could choose what type of zombies, so zombie doctor, and that's now put a zombie doctor there in the middle of the airfield. However, zombies normally hunt in packs, don't they? So we want to go to groups, and then we just double click, and the side is independent, and it's zombies, and it's a zombies mix group. So there they all are. So there's a load of zombies there, just kind of hanging around. Now, let's put down us down here at the other end of the airfield, say about here. So what we can do now is we go back to units and we just double click where we want to put ourselves, and our side is going to be blue 4. We're going to be in the US Marine Corps, and we're going to be a sniper. So we're going to scroll down. M107, that's a really high powered sniper. We're going to be a normal sniper. Let's change our angle to that angle. Control is player. So we say OK. And the beauty with the Arma 2 editor, because it's so fast, you can just go preview, and we can jump straight in a matter of seconds. And here we are. at the northwest airfield, looking down our sniper rifle, and there's a load of zombies there. So, you know, straight away we could just start shooting at them. They won't start moving till we get a bit closer and they detect where we are. You know, this is recognisable, isn't it, as the northwest airfield. A little bit different, but it's got the same kind of flavour, which I think is absolutely fantastic. And the beauty of doing these scenarios in the editor as well is that because there's nothing else going on in the game, you get really good frame rates. Really good frame rates. Me and my little ghillie suit. But what we do is press escape, we come out there, abort, yes, and we're back here. Now, part of the fun with Arma is that it doesn't have to be you and your gun. You can have other stuff as well. So let's put some stuff to play with as well. So let's double click to our right, and let's put down the class. Let's put down, what should we put? Armor. And then, so we click Armor, we come over here to M1A1, and let's put down, do you want Armor, or do you want to put cars? Yeah, let's put a HMMX. I think this is a Humvee. Okay, now this is where sometimes it can get a little bit tricky, because what you want is you want it to be empty. There we go. Now, if you find it won't come up at the top as empty, change it to non-playable, and let's put it down as empty. Let's just say OK, and then just to test that, we can click on preview. We can jump straight in. There is my Humvee. And as you can see, I can jump into it. I can get in the gunner seat. And we can start shooting at zombies. Or we could get into the driver's seat. Right, they're reacting now. Okay, so that's cool. Let's come out of there. Okay, so but we don't need to be restricted to ground vehicles. We can click on units, double click to our left, and we could say, okay, the class could be air. So let's have a... In fact, let's change this to Blue 4. Let's have a UH1, a Huey. The control will be... Let's have player as pilot. Now, this can... If you do player... If you say non-playable, it will... or any of the others apart from player as a pilot or empty. Other... the AI will spawn in, and often the helicopter will take off and start flying around, which is quite fun. But what I want to do is I don't want to have it as empty, because I want to show you what the gunners can do. So let's do that, and so now this guy, the sniper, won't be there, but let's preview this now, and I'm going to be in the helicopter, but also you can see my buddies are in here as well, which means that if we take off, imagine having this in. Now, we do have helicopters in DayZ now, a very good one through Red Falcon's mod. These are a little bit different because they've got AI gunners. Look how cool this is. And very, very importantly, rockets. Oh my god, those zombies didn't stand a chance. And then what would happen as well is if I came round for another pass, my gunners would start engaging them as well and start shooting at them. So let's come out of it. So what you could do actually is if you clicked on the sniper, let's put him back as player, and let's do this as Maybe we might not be able to put the helicopter down as empty. Oh, we can't. Oh, that's a shame. I said that's now non-playable. But there you go. So what I've kind of shown you there is how you can create these really simple scenarios that you can jump in. I mean, you could make complicated ones as well, but where you can enjoy Arma 2, playing DayZ, but with all the firepower of the US Marine Corps or the Op-4s, which I guess is the Russians in this, or if you load into, say, armed Arrowhead or the British Forces one, you can play in other maps as well, like Takistan and places like that, where you play as British soldiers against zombies. Just load the Undead mod into that particular folder of that particular game, and it really is fun. And one of the main reasons why it really is fun is because it's so quick to set up these scenarios. You saw how easy it was. You just drop down some zombies, drop down some toys that you want to play with, dive in and start blasting away, and it really is very good. I'll just quickly show that. If you click textures, you kind of get that. Now this is only so in Arma 2, the map editor, well, the mission editor, it's only 2D. If you go to the Arma 3 editor, Eden, it's actually 3D. So when you're actually in the map, you can see the map as it is to spawn things in. So this can seem a little bit more basic to start off with, but the beauty of it is that it's very, very quick just to load in and bunk, and there you go. There we go. So this is now full of, yes, it's full of AI now. They're going to take off. I might be able to tell them to take off. No, they're just doing what they're doing. And there are my zombies. See if I can get one from here.
Enemy to our rear, close. Enemy to our right.
He's a pretty good shot. Like, where is he? Oh, it's the it's the gunner. In fact, I've got to be careful I don't get shot. It's the gunner on that side of the Huey is engaging. How brilliant is that? So there we go. That, my friends, is how you can install Arma 2, install the Undead mod, jump into the mission editor and set up some really nice little DayZ-like scenarios for your gaming pleasure. Hopefully you found that useful. If you have, hit like. If you want to see more of the same, press subscribe, and I will, of course, see you again soon.